a rare reunion of Vermeers. The Dutch artist Johannes Vermeer didn't live long, and he didn't paint much. By the time he died in 1675, at age 43, he may have spent more time working at other jobs, including art dealer and innkeeper, than as an artist. Scholars now believe that some 3 dozens of his paintings survive, about 1/10 as many as Rembrandt. Nearly every one of those paintings is a cherished masterpiece, typically marked by a delicate interplay of light and shadow and a transcendent view of everyday life. On February 10, Amsterdam's Rijksmuseum will make a history with Vermeer, bringing together 28 acknowledged paintings by the Dutch master, substantially more than previous museum shows. The exhibition, which runs through June 4th, reflects the latest important discoveries in Vermeer scholarship. For instance, a 2020 restoration of a girl reading a letter at an open window in the Dresden State Art Collections revealed that a seemingly blank wall was originally decorated with a painting of a Cupid. The painting is on view in Amsterdam, but most details about the dramatic change are saved for the catalog, since wall texts are being kept to minimum. Quote, "We are trying to have a pure Vermeer," says Gregor J.M. Weber, the Rijksmuseum's head of fine and decorative arts, and the show's co-creator. Quote, "If you have too much didactic material, it will destroy that feeling," end quote. Vermeer fills the museum's Phillips wing, a high-ceiling home for special shows with more than 10,000 square feet of exhibition space. The curators and the French architect Jean-Michel Wilmot, the show's designer, display the relatively small paintings in 7 galleries, with walls painted shades of deep green, Prussian blue, and a color that Mr. Wilmot calls eggplant red. The galleries are decorated with sections of floor-to-ceiling velvet drapery, the same color as the walls. The show opens with the panoramic view of Delft, 1660 to 1661, followed by the Little Street, 1658 to 1659, which recent scholarship suggests was based on a real spot in Delft, Vermeer's hometown. Visitors will then see the young Vermeer's ambitions stylistically to get out of Delft, Dr. Weber says, by experimenting with Flemish or Italian trends. In works such as Christ in the House of Mary and Martha, then began the nearly 2 dozen genre and interior scenes that lie at the core of his appeal. In a new biography of the artist, Johannes Vermeer, Faith, Light, and Reflection, Dr. Weber argues that his art reflects the influence of a circle of Jesuit priests in Delft who were interested in optics. The Lacemaker, 1666 to 1668, on loan from the Louvre, is a good example. The contrast in the painting between sharp details and more indistinct areas reflect Vermeer's experience with a camera obscura, a device of space that allows for the projection of a concentrated image through a pinpoint of light. Dr. Weber says this helped the artist to realize that if I fix my eye on something that is further away, the foreground is blurred. The work is grouped with a girl with a pearl earring, which Dr. Weber says has become a new Mona Lisa, thanks to the 1999 novel about the painting by Tracy Chevalier and the subsequent film version. The final gallery includes paintings with theological implications such as women holding a balance, 1662 to 1664, in which the woman is weighing earthly and heavenly values and deciding which way to go, Dr. Weber says. Dr. Weber says the idea for the new show was born in 2018 when New York's Frag Collection announced renovation plans. The collection's Fifth Avenue premises have been closed since March 2020. This inspired the Rijksmuseum to seek out a loan of the Frick's three Vermeers, including the courtship-themed, wiggly, ominous girl interrupted at her music. Many scholars of Dutch art plans to make a pilgrimage to Amsterdam for a chance to make comparisons between paintings that have almost certainly never been underneath. The leading Vermeer scholar, Arthur Wheelock, Jr., former curator of Washington's National Gallery for Art, curated a major show about the painter in 1995 to 1996 that included 20 Vermeers. In the new show, he's especially eager to compare Dresden's restored letter with other works from the late 1650s, including the Rijksmuseum's The Milky Maid, 1658-59, which far beyond the world of art experts has become a national symbol of the Netherlands.